basically these type of products are, they come in different sizes, they come in different prices. This is a 500 watt one from Jackery. I paid $500. I'm glad I paid it. There are smaller ones that are less expensive, and these go on sale every so often. I think it just came off sale for about $420, but I would pay $500 anyhow. I'm very happy with it. What it has in it is a battery, like I said, an inverter which changes the DC to 110. That's the current that you have inside your house for your lighting circuit, they call it. It would be for like lights, fans, charging your cell phones, your laptops, small appliances, that kind of thing, can openers. And it has a controller, again, that's for the solar side of it. Alright, as far as charging the Jackery, it's really simple. Jackery provides you with two methods. One is the brick. It just plugs into the wall and uses the house electric to charge the battery. The second way that they provide you with is if you're in the car, you plug this into the lighter and again into the input, and the alternator of the vehicle will be charging the battery. And the third way, now those two methods are provided by Jackery. The third way is not. It's the solar panel. And Jackery's solar panel was a little bit more money than I wanted to spend. So I went outside and I purchased this one. It's a 100 watt panel off of Home Depot. And it was about $100. And the only difference is you have to purchase this cable right here. And I'll leave that in the description also. But again, that just plugs in right like this. Okay? What's neat about the Jackery, the way they configured it, you can do what they call pass-through charging. And what that means is, I alluded to it with the solar panel and the fan. If you remember, the fan drew 85 watts and the solar panel was drawing at that time 60 watts. So I was only pulling off of the battery 25 watts. Okay? Same with charging the cell phone. If I have the solar panel out in the yard, it's large enough of energy coming off the panel that I'm not even drawing off of the battery. It's going straight into the cell phone. But let's talk about this size again. This is a 500 watt battery. Now what that means is, if you'll think of it like your checkbook, where you have money in your checking account. This has $500 in its checking account. There are checking accounts that have more, 1,000 watts, and some that have less, say a 250 watt battery. And you have checks. Now the checks are what our applications are. Now I'll share with that in a minute, but if you write a lot of small checks, that money will go away slower. But if you write like a big check, right, 400 watts for example, or 500 watts, it'll be written off in 1 hour. The battery will be out of energy in 1 hour. Let me give you an example. If you have a 5 watt light bulb, theoretically, now I know there's an inverter that takes some energy, but theoretically, if you have a 5 watt light bulb, it would take 100 hours to deplete that battery. That light bulb could stay on for 100 hours with this this battery in this. Okay. So using we have an AC 110 outlet. We have 3 USB charging stations right here, and nobody really uses this, but this is for DC, direct current appliances, and the plug for like an outlet, anything that would run on that. But mainly we're going to stay on this side. For example, let's take this little lamp right here. you simply plug it in, and you turn on the AC button. Okay. And now you have electricity for lights. Pretty amazing. Okay? And it says that we're drawing 9 watts on this particular application. Okay, now 2 of that's going to be for the inverter, but 9 watts are being drawn. Up here, you'll notice, this is interesting. This tells us 3 things. It tells us how much energy is coming into the charger. Say we had a solar panel. Let me shut this off so I don't mess with the camera. Say we had a solar panel, and I'll give you a real life application here. I was playing with this out in the yard yesterday, and I was bringing in about 60 watts through the solar panel, okay, charging the battery. And at the same time, I was using this beast. This is a heavy duty fan, and it draws on high. It draws on high 85 watts. Okay? So, having the solar panel, I was actually only using 25 watts for something this heavy duty during the day. Isn't that amazing? So I'm just sipping off of this battery while something heavy duty is running on it. What else can we use this for? Well, we can plug in a power strip, because we only have 1 outlet, and run a couple of extension cords and have small lights in the bedrooms. That's nice. We can, this is really nice. You can charge your phone, again, using the USB, and if you're using the solar panel at that time, you're not even drawing off of the battery. You're charging your cell phone directly off of solar. Very interesting. Okay. What else could we do? We can charge AA and AAA batteries, rechargeable batteries, using this. And again, if it's during the day and we've got the solar panel out in the yard, we're not even using this energy that's stored in the battery. We're just using the solar panel. So we're charging batteries with solar. Very exciting. Couple of other notes about this. It has a flashlight on the side here. Well, let me show you that too. I have a flashlight that has a battery inside of it that, again, using the USB port, will charge my flashlights. Headlamps, you know. It has a flashlight on the front of this, okay? I don't know about that one. I would have preferred it right here, okay? Because when we lost electricity a couple of weeks ago, I had a hard time finding the outlet here to get the prongs into the plug. And yes, I could have used my cell phone to light up the face, or I could have used a flashlight, but really what I wanted to do was see, could I use the Jackery in itself? And the only way that I was able to do that was I went into a room where the corner 2 walls came together like that, and it bounced the light off of it so that it finally did reflect on the front of it. But I think that's a design flaw. What do I like about this? It's all self-contained. It's small. I can throw it into a car, I can throw it into a camper, I can throw it into a tent. If I'm camping, I have lights, a fully charged cell phone, and a light fan blowing across my face. I like that. I like that I have multiple ways of charging this. I can use, again, the solar panel, I can use the wall outlet, and I can use the alternator in the vehicle to charge the battery. I like that it's light, it's only 13 pounds. What don't I like about it? Well, the battery's not replaceable. Okay? Don't know how long the battery's going to last. I don't like that the inverter and the controller are in it, because the flip side, the benefit of it is it's in there and it's already wired for it. The flip side of that is if one of these components went out, you know, it's gonna kill it. I don't know if it'll run without, say, the controller working properly, or the inverter if you're just using the DC side. But you get my point. If everything's together on it, that could be a problem. There was a good warranty on this, by the way. I don't remember what it was, but look into that. What will it run? Now that's interesting. Like I said, it'll run lighting. It'll run charging your cell phones, fans. It'll run your laptop for you. I have other videos, if you saw the one before it, I used the Jackery to power the DC pump for my hot water system. So I also have hot water. I use it also for a propane heater that you're going to see in a later video. It just runs, the propane is the heat source, and the Jackery provides the electricity for the fan. So it blows it like a dryer into a room, so there's no carbon monoxide poisoning. You'll see more about that later. Now let me tell you what it will not run. I had no luck at all running a skill saw. I had no luck at all running a sawzall. I had very little luck running a jigsaw. It really went very slow. I had very little luck running a drill. It went very, very slow. That being said, that was never my intention for this. So that's my review on the Jackery. Overall, I'm very impressed, and I really like it. And I like that it's self-contained, fits next to the bed. Tells me a wonderful display, tells me the status of the battery, tells me how much I'm charging with the solar, tells me how much I'm using with different appliances. If I have an appliance and I'm trying to conserve my battery, and I see this light bulb is drawing 60 watts, and I know somewhere else in my house I have a 5 or 10 or 15 watt bulb, I'm going to pull the 60 one and go with the lower one, so I can ration the energy that I have. Well, that'll do it on this. I'll catch you on the next one.